Hey there, people out there in the interwebs. What's going on? So we're back on my Smurf, one of them, and let's see how it's doing. We got a little bit to level up. We need some gold. We've got to get some things moving here. So Thunder God's almost there. Yay! I hope we got enough gems to do another roll. Yay! And we should probably level this thing in just a moment. So we're going to need some gold. We're going to need to level. We got all these things we got to do. Hi. How about let's roll gems first. Cross fingers, cross fingers, cross fingers. Please. Cupid? Oh. I fail at rolling. Except for this. It's the only thing I've ever rolled properly for, apparently. How are we coming up on our rewards? Got a bit before we come to another paladin. Alright, I guess we gotta farm for a little bit of gold, and then we'll get moving. And some mana too, apparently. But we also need to start trying to get enough mana to get that going as well. So we should level up the mana vault, level up this, and one other thing. If we can get enough gold, we'll do one of these. We'll see. We'll leave that for last. It's gonna be a while before this level, so. But once that comes along, yay! So let's get a little bit of thieving, a bit of thievery. And what do we got going on here? Yeah, it's a chunk of gold. Not too much in the terms of, oh my god, this is going to kill me, but let's see what we can get going. Spawned a little bit of our troops, but they'll die. It'll be fine. I just want to see our pumpkin dude go off a few times here. We should be farming a little bit faster once he starts going off. There we go. He's almost up to his next, there you go, he's gonna pop again. I love it, especially when you can get triple stacks or double stacks of Pumpkin Duke's buff. It's so beautiful. Everything just dies quickly. Makes gold farming a lot faster. Alright, should we go for the full clear? Nah. Got the gold. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Where's the, okay. These guys could hurt a smidge. If we come in from this end. I don't think those towers are going to do too much damage to us, so I think if we come in from there. And as long as Pumpkin Dude goes off, we'll be alright. There he goes. Now, I'm thinking that Pumpkin Dude's going to get a little bit aggro, but he should be able to chew through them. And Druid really needs to get off a heal. Oh. I'm so late to the click. Oh well, I guess Druid's not going to get too much EXP from this, but Thunder God is going to get a little bit more. He's almost there. My click was slow. Apparently I'm still waking up. Either that or I'm getting some lag on my computer. Feels a little laggy. Oh well. Gotta play with what you got, right? So this should be fine. This one's not too much of a threat. The heroes aren't clumped together, they're spread out, so we're fighting them one at a time. The other one I did risk it. I was thinking that I was thinking the Olanacor was going to tank the stuff, but he didn't. Instead, Pumpkin Duke decided to. Which is a problem with being melee heavy. With being ranged heavy, you don't have to worry about tanking so much because they're dead before they get to your guys. Alright, looks like we got pretty much all the loot from here, so we can back out once we hit 50. There we go. Okay, so we can definitely get this Manivolt going. That'll put us closer to that next level for that. And for this, we can get it going too. And now, potentially, depending on how much gold we get, we're either going to do the Manivolt or we're going to do a tower. I'm hoping for the tower, but don't want to farm too much, so we're probably going to be doing some wave Ds shortly. And then just a little dangerous. Other than that, it's not too bad. So hopefully we get some Thunder God strikes, and that's what we're looking for. In this particular battle, we're looking for a Thunder God to do his job. Okay, he hit once. Just a second time, and it'll be all better. Of course, he didn't get Ninja, so... But, Atlantic, there you go. Make Ninja kill himself. Good job. So Atlantic can be useful sometimes. Not always, just sometimes. Could actually go for a full clear here. Or close enough to full clear. So, you guys get anything good on any of the gem rolls recently? I know my other accounts I didn't get anything off the maintenance gems. I was hoping, but alas, it didn't happen. But still, there's another maintenance going to come up soon, shortly anyway, so we'll see what we can get. Seem to be segmenting off. I don't want to wait. We got the gold, so we're good. Alright. Now we just need a little bit more mana to meet our needs for doing the fights. And tempting to do some shard farming there, but get it all off the D. Possibly an E. We need, oh, that's right, we need enough gold for Thunder God. That's what, 200k? We're almost at 200k. This one is really delicious. Okay. And you'll see that if you ever get a Pumpkin Duke. Pumpkin Duke can tend to die if you don't have magic or whatever. I'm thinking about getting magic now. At this point, I'm getting close to the point where I can at least get a heal going, and that's about it. For a little bit, I'm thinking about it. We might do it, might not. We'll see. Alright, so we're coming up on this here base. It's a lot of gold, so at least we're gonna have Thunder God to die, apparently. But we're gonna get that gold. So now we can start farming D and hopefully complete all of them. And hopefully that this was enough EXP to get Thunder God up. Then we're not wasting EXP from D runs. So we're going to go for a full clear here for that reason alone. Just to get the XP for Thunder God. It's definitely needed. So, good. Lanacor is going to take the aggro as needed, and we're going to be able to clear this up fairly quickly. So, goodness. A little bit of EXP here. go a long way. I like it when people make proper donations. Empty cave. Alright, so we're looking pretty good here. We're going to be a little bit low on mana when we come towards the tail end. We might be able to do a few attempts here to then try and recuperate. Or actually, probably need to do a hero altar again because we don't really like waiting for the spawn times on our guys. Yeah, that's probably a good idea too, so we'll see. Alright, let's get the bombs out because we were attacked last time. Oh, and it was funny. You guys want to see how I got attacked? You'll see. I'm guessing this person has watched the video and watched to see where we were at, what page. You guys can go. You guys can see where I am. That's the page I'm on. I don't care if you guys want to attack me; it's cool. But I just want to show you guys this is sort of funny. So, oh, this base still does okay, even when being attacked by level 120s. You know, it's still withheld. If I would have been a little bit higher, man, I'd have been even more of a threat. Take a look at their Spirit Mage and take a look at their Cupid. It's taking a little bit of damage. It's not like we're doing nothing to it. They actually have a revive on their Cupid, so take a peek at it. You're like, oh, we're gonna kill their Cupid. Nope, it's got a revive. But we did some good damage though to them. Almost. If their Druid wouldn't have gotten heal off, my little bombs would have popped on that Cupid. So that's crazy. Nah, that's fine. I don't care if people attack me. You guys should see my Smurf, my other one, the one with like 2 million gold in it. That one's good to attack. But yeah, you can see that this base it still does fairly good, I would say, for defense. Now people at my level range, they have no chance. Even the other Smurfs have a problem attacking me. Because there's not too many Smurfs that are at 4,000 to 5,000 might range that can destroy this. So, because yeah, we do pretty good. But back to things at hand. Not just people attacking me for fun. But let's see what we got going on here. Do we want to try an E? Yeah, I'm tempted to, but I know I shouldn't. Oh, wait. We didn't take a look at our Thunder God. Wait. We'll do an E after we get Thunder God up to that next level range. Because I think that would greatly increase our chances of winning an E versus just attempting. So let's do a D and then hopefully Thunder God levels up and we'll do an E. Okay? Maybe. We could do it, right? Come on, I think we could do it. Pumpkin Duke's higher, so we should be doing a little better. Pumpkin Duke shouldn't die from stupid things anymore. And Pumpkin Duke's doing more damage too, so things should die faster. We're all revited up, so we're doing good. Oh, they're attacking from the bottom. They're gonna attack the walls. But Engineer is our savior here. Take a peek at what Engineer can do here. He's gonna clear that wave out. Just come on. There you go. Poof. Engineer. He's like, I'm a boss. Oh, that's why I love Engineer. He rocks. Ranged. And Engineer's revited up. Don't target stupid things. Target flying things. Oh. There you go. Engineer, you were targeting the wrong direction. Engineer always loves targeting the wrong thing. It's fine, he's still invited up. But he's not going to be targeting flower. Or is he? Or is he? Or is he? He might actually target these. No, no, no. Oh, no. Don't walk way over there. Target the birds. Target the birds. Is he? Oh, yes. He did. Okay, okay, okay. We're doing somewhat okay. Both of our major towers are still up. Although I didn't want Pumpkin Duke to proc just yet. But Thunder God is ready to go. So, we'll see, we'll see. Plus they gotta go through our little troops here, which they should do like in milliseconds. Alright, Thunder God, what do you got to say? Boom. Of course he hits the little troops that don't matter. But Pumpkin Duke just procced. Now we should stun everything. Boom. I love it when Pumpkin Duke procs like that. He just gets everyone riled up and he goes, everything just, it's good stuff. Now, hopefully, we leveled up our Thunder God. Did we? Yes, we did. Alright. Moment of truth. Can we do an E? It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be really difficult. It's doable, but it's really difficult. See if we can get a few of these guys up. Even they're not going to matter as much, but they're still going to help a little bit. Okay, so we want those to start popping out. We definitely need our bomb placements. Without bombs, this is going to be nigh impossible. Nigh impossible. Come on down. Let's do this. What's our odds of winning an E? I put it at like, I think we have about a 10% chance of winning. It's very low. So it's not suggested to keep trying to do E because we're going to get creamed if we do. But we have a chance of doing it. It's there. Of course the chance would be higher if we had higher level arrow towers and higher hero bases. That would definitely increase our chances. And also if we had another town hall to make sure that they didn't go through on this wall. So we're playing the odds here. What's the chance of winning? 10%, I think. I think it's around 10%. That's really low. But if we do it, we can be like, Euro. Feel like that good rush of hell yeah, beat that. But is it suggested to do this if you were in my level range? Probably not. I do it because I find it fun to do things that I know I shouldn't, to attempt things that are going to be a bit more difficult. I find it fun. So, you know, you gotta do it how this game is fun for you. So it's gonna hurt a little bit. Alright, they killed our Thunder God. Maybe she would try and make sure that Atlantic Core goes up front. We're doing okay though, surprisingly. Better than I thought we would. So, yeah, we did okay. Even with just having greenies on the field. See, Engineer and Marksman aren't the greatest for Arena. They're really not. They're great in Here Be Monsters, but not the greatest in, if Here Be Monsters ever goes to having like 10 things, Engineer is going to become more powerful because AoE is like king. But then again, there's all these legendary AoE things, so why would you go for an Engineer at that point? But we won. And it got us back into the 60 range, which is what we want, just to get that extra 10 bonus honor badges each time. Now we do have about 30k honor badges, and that's enough to get up Druid to the next level. Or just about. Which I don't think we're going to make it in that range that quickly. But, you know, it puts us somewhere in there. Let's feed this guy some of those things we picked up. I do wonder what skill that what skill it had. I just wanted to see what it had before we consumed it. Alright. I really wish we could get that thing up, but highly unlikely. It'll take a while to get that up there. But once that gets up there, we'll be happy. We will be happy. Okay, and E. How close are we to filling this little thing? Only a few away. So, one away. There you go. It should be full now. Alright. Craziness? Craziness? Shall we be insane? What do you guys think? Insanity? Plead insanity? How far? I need you guys to guess below how far we're going to make it in E. I just need to know what kind of faith you guys got in this character, this particular setup. I'm thinking E3, E4. If we get really lucky, we could beat it, but that's such a low chance. I'm going to go for the safe bet and say we'll make it into E4 and die in E4. So we'll complete E3, we'll make it to E4 and die in E4. That's my guess. I could be completely wrong. Put your guess below, but that's what I think. Let's zoom out and get a full perspective. Take a look at their heroes. They're all 85, so... Oh, and there's griffins right in the get-go. Those griffins are annoying. But they're going after Druid. Druid doesn't care. Druid's like, whatever. Whatevs. As my sister would say. Alright. Ooh, another spawn from that side. And they are going to hit that manifold. But we are... Well, they're all over the place. So the engineer's going to say something, and engineer did. Oh, shoot, we might actually beat E. Really? Could we beat E already? No, we can't. It's going to spawn bad. See, look, there's always like really bad spawns when you're getting E higher. You get worse and worse spawns as you go. Are they targeting Elanacore? They're targeting Elanacore. We almost died there. So we just completed E3. This is where I think we're going to die, because bad spawn is probably going to kill us. Are we going to die here, or are we going to live? We might live. We might make it to the final E. It depends on if that heal hits on Elanacore or not. Yeah, it does. Okay. Now, do we got enough damage to burst these guys really fast? We do. Okay. Alright. E5 we're at now. They have to spawn in the bottom for us to even consider winning. Okay. Alright. And really, Elanacore has to go off at the appropriate time for a victory to happen here. This is all hinging on Elanacore and Pumpkin Duke getting major stacks. Those two things are like required for us to win. Elanacore has to get his fat butt up in there, and then we have to get stack after stack. And we did. Holy crap. We beat E. We beat E. Alright. We beat E. We should have faith in ourselves, apparently. Yeah. I'm dumbfounded, actually. I'm trying to now calculate what this means. That means we're going to be pushing F fairly soon. So there you guys go, a sub 5k E kill. We can probably move to sub 5k F kill soon enough. If we really get our towers up, we could get a sub 5 F kill. 5k F kill. Possibly sub, or possibly just right on the mark of a... But that's crazy. Should we even attempt that? F is really difficult. Should we attempt it? Oh, I know I shouldn't, because it's completely stupid and insane. I would die horribly. I would die horribly. But we did beat that. And man, look at the amount of EXP that my Pumpkin Dude got from just that alone. Oh. I almost want to just keep trying E now. And that was a whole bunch of bad spawns in a row too, that we kept getting on that one side, so... Well, there you guys go, our first E kill. The question is, should we try an F for giggles? I'm thinking here, we need to get more, we're gonna need this stuff, so... I know a lot of people think that that doesn't matter that much. It matters. It gives you a second or 2 seconds more time for you guys to get a little bit more damage and separate their troops, so it matters just a smidge. And every smidge helps when you're trying to do something crazy. It's called min-maxing, and a lot of people would think of min-maxing back in the World of Warcraft days, or if you ever played that game, or other games similar to it, where you just, every little bit of advantage adds up to a massive advantage in the end. So what we're doing is min-maxing, and hopefully not killing ourselves horribly. So what we can do is get a few attempts on Arena while this builds up, and scratch our heads how we just beat E. Yeah, so we beat E, and I was thinking E somewhere around the point where Thunder God leveled, so we did it. So, but we're not going to be farming E, or could we? We were farming D the other day, so that does put us... If you're farming D, that means you could be putting attempts on the next level. And I've always said that before, except when you're getting up to the transition between G and H and I. Those transitions are very, very difficult. It takes a lot of farming between those. Once you get G and higher, it takes a lot to get from one to the next. But I would like to try more E's, and I would like to try an F just for giggles. I'm trying to convince myself to do it. And I have a compelling argument that we did it. So we should be able to do it again, right? And we will really jump quickly ahead in experience if we can keep beating E. So... if we can keep doing E, it'll be really beneficial. It will move forward very quickly. So what do you guys think about that transition from D to E? How have you guys made it in the past? And what do you guys think of this one? You think I'm going to die horribly here? I didn't see, did they? We got it. We're getting stacks of that buff. You see how Pumpkin Duke was just starting to stack there at the end? We're going to have that, and we're going to be doing that a lot better very shortly once we get him up to his next tier. So we got to get him up. Alright. I think we're going to be almost at a full troop camp now. And while this is going, we should, if we would have had them building while we were playing around, it would have been alright. So we got 5 more. So just if we do another one. So it's going to be more difficult to kill. I think what we need to do is put a Landicore in whichever field they're attacking in. So I think we're going to use the Landicore against their ninja and let the rest of their stuff just hit. And I think we can potentially beat theirs. Yeah. Even with, well, no, they got a really high buff. We can try it. We'll try that because they're gonna, that ninja's gonna tear us a new one. So what we need to do is try that again and put Landicore up top. And do we want Druid with it? No, Landicore should be able to do it on his own. Let's have faith in the Landicore. And let's get the rest going, and hopefully what we do is we build up a ton of stacks. And then we could potentially beat this person. It's going to be very close, though. Okay, so we bubble. There you go. Well, he didn't bubble at the appropriate time. So he's going to die. Well, that sucks. So we are not going to beat this. But we got 1 stack there. We're going to get a 2nd stack. Yeah, the ninja just hits so hard. See that? Yeah. I think maybe if we'd have put a druid with that lane. But let's try an F. Oh. Do you know why I'm pushing this? I think why I'm being crazy. Because I feel we did actually fairly good against a person with level 120 heroes. So, but I know that doesn't translate to Here Be Monsters. It doesn't. So, yeah. Well, place your bets below. How far we're gonna make it into F? I'm guessing 2, F2, F3. We'll beat F2. We'll make it to F3 and die horribly. Or we'll die horribly in F2. Right? Yeah, do we get all our bombs? We get everything out? Everything good? Yeah. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, look at the level 100 heroes versus mine. We're gonna die horribly. We're gonna die horribly. Or we're gonna die in F1. Are we gonna die in F1? Engineer doesn't do that great at the F range. He starts to fail because he just dies so quickly. He can die to an explosion. Die to something doing an exploding death. So yeah. Here's the F2. I think with Pumpkin Duke getting his stacks here, we're going to be okay, because Thunder God's going to go off a few times. So we're going to make it to F3, I think, and then I'm pretty sure we're going to die in F3. Or we're going to die here, because Ninja is about to go off. Okay. We lost another hero. We lost Thunder God, so we're definitely going to die in F3. So I was pretty much right. So I figure we're going to kill 2 and die at 3, and that looks to be the case. Especially with them attacking the wall. Well, yeah. It's potential if they're attacking a Landicore that we might make it further. But he's got to go off. Nope, he doesn't. So we're dead here. So we died in F3. About right. But yeah, it's going to take us a little bit because we got to get our guys up to 100. But farming E is going to get us at 100. And once you get to your characters at 100, you can usually do F pretty easily. And then sometimes do G. Or at least that's how I found it with my other accounts. So once we get to 100 on most of our heroes, we'll get an F. We'll be able to beat an F. I think that's going to probably put us at the 5,200 might mark for an F kill. I think we can probably keep doing E. But it is risky. It is risky. But because we did get that victory on that E, it did push us quite a bit further. We leveled up our Pumpkin Duke quite a bit more. We did get our Thunder God. It's going to be a close one. Yeah. Hemming, hawing. So, well, let's do some E's. I feel like we're going to be above the 10% mark. I think we're going to be closer to the 25% mark for victories now. Am I putting the bombs all in the wrong spots? Yes, I am. Like, something just doesn't look right here. There we go. Okay. So, we just need a few more of these things. And why don't we try attacking that guy again? What was the... Yep, there he is. Try him one more time, just a little bit of a change up. So we're going to try Atlantic Core and Druid. And with that, we can have Thunder God. Yeah, all our DPSers in one line. Hopefully Druid doesn't pass Atlantic Core. Don't pass Atlantic Core. There you go. Okay. Druid should heal our Atlantic Core back up. And there we go. Now we're still risking this. This is still going to be extremely close, if not still a loss. But it's going to make it a better shot because their Snowzilla is going to do a good chunk of damage. But we're going to build up stacks here. If we can build up stacks fast enough, we'll be okay, but we're not. We really need that additional level for Pumpkin Duke on a special. Okay. Alright. So. Alright. Yeah, scared. I really like this though. We got an E kill, so I'm happy with that. We made a fairly decent an F, so you know, I'm happy with that. Definitely happy with that. How close are we to straight up? Alright, 6 more. So, what could we do with our current setup to make this even better? Engineer is fine for E. But he's holding us back a little. Can we rearrange any of our heroes? Can we squeeze a smidge of DPS out? Or are we pretty much pulling every last bit of DPS that we can? We know that this side of the base is our weak point. We fully admit that this end is our weak point until we get to the next town hall. The next town hall will make it so that this side is not as much of a weak point. But how to make this better? Because we're seeming to get unlucky and they are attacking the wall more frequently now. And they usually do when you get to the higher levels. They will attack the walls a bit more. D and below, they usually don't as much. But the ranged heroes then start to go more for this as you get to the higher ranks. But you'll see that, so I'm trying to teach you guys some stuff. That's why you want to get your town hall up. Town hall is important, very important. Especially when you get it up high enough, you get another tower. Alright. I think we should do it. Let's just do it, E. Cross fingers and die horribly. It's a cruddy spawn, but we'll have to deal with it. Hopefully engineer goes after the birds. And of course he does not, which means the birds are going to turn on him and kill him. I don't understand why he doesn't like going for the birds sooner. He needs a heal. He really needs a heal. But at least they're attacking on this side. I usually like hoping saving this one for last, because that particular side, you know, has more HP to it. A lot of our guys are damaged, so we need to heal like right away. There's the heal, one of the heals, and hopefully Pumpkin Duke starts going off. There you go, 1 stack, 2 stacks. Okay, okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay, we're looking good. This is risky. Okay. I'm trying to remember the next set of griffins. I think they're on wave 4. I think there's a set of griffins. Okay, our little guys are actually going to help out here a little bit. You see how they do a little bit of damage? So they help out a little bit. Our troops are actually doing a smidge of damage. Look at that. That was a good spawn. I would actually prefer they spawn here again. But of course they don't. Yep, so there are griffins on this one, which sucks. Griffins are our enemy currently. They are what can hurt us the most. Pumpkin Duke, get your stack, please. There you go. Okay, with stacks, that means we should be able to take down the griffins a little bit faster, hopefully. Come on, come on. Don't let them take out the towers. Yes. We're coming in with a good chunk of our towers still. Bad spawn, but we'll have to deal with it. Hopefully, it's not as bad if Atlanta Core needs to get up in there. See, Pumpkin Duke is just going to take all the aggro right now. Oh, you got a double stack, though. Atlanta Core should go off now. Thank you. Whew. We got it. So far, for ease, we got 2 of 2. 2 attempts on 2. 2 victories, 2 attempts. It's not bad, right? I was saying it was at 10%. Shit. Right now we got it at 100. That's crazy. Alright, that's some good EXP too. Look how fast we're leveling with that now. We're starting to level quickly because of that. And that's going to help us with our victories too. So I think we're going to be getting close to farming E soon. What do you guys think about that? Going from farming D to farming E that quickly. How quickly did you guys make the transition from D to E? Tell me in the comments below. Yeah. I did have better luck with my other hero because I had full legends and legends that were all straight up E. So on my other account I was farming E sooner. Which is, you know, that's because the particular heroes that I had. I had a Pumpkin Duke, I had a Druid, I had a Thunder God, and I had another one. So I was doing perfectly fine earlier. So, yeah. Alright, so we need a few more of these spawns here. Got 10 more spawns we gotta wait for. And we don't have anything up. That sucks. So, we gotta just wait a little bit. So how do you guys feel? 2 of 2 E. Let's see, 2 victories. So far, 2 attempts, 2 victories. I'm fairly happy with that, and that's, you know, additional 10 shards that we wouldn't have had, you know, even though we did that attempt on F, which, you know, lost us a potential shards as well. I think with us pushing E and doing E a bit more, we're going to be getting more shards, just like when we did the transition from C to D, the transition to, you know, D to E, you get a ton more shards as well over time, the quicker you get to that farming E. So, what do you guys think? Or so far, what level is your accounts farming? You know, you guys farming G, you guys farming H, I, J, or you have A, B, C, D, E. Where are you? Where are you? What you doing? What you farming? What you killing? What can you kill, and what are you farming? And by farming, I usually mean anything that you're getting 80% more kills on. 80% plus kills on. I think that's about the farming range. So, just let me know what you guys farming and what can you guys kill. What do you guys kill? I think on my main account, I can farm G. I can slightly farm H. Depends on how lucky or unlucky I am. I'm starting to be able to farm H on my main, but still mostly G. So getting close to saying I could farm H. It's just so random though on H. When people are doing H, understand what I mean. It's random, but I think it's gonna become less random once I get that 6 base. I think that's gonna be the point where I'm just like, yeah, it's easy now. Once I get that, so that's where I am on my main account. And my other Smurfs, a lot of them I'm doing G pretty well. But that's how I'm doing on those. Oh, I should have been paying attention. We're already full up. Blabbing away here. Another E. We can do this. Come on, 3 for 3. Cross fingers. I really hate those griffins. I'm looking at them like they're going to take down that tower. We really need Pumpkin and Duke to get us stacks so they don't take down the tower, but they're going to. Then Pumpkin Duke's going to use up his revites here. See, he wasted it there for no good reason. But we have Druid revited, and we have Thunder God revited, so that's okay. But they're going to potentially target Druid here. If Druid, yeah, Druid might come out there and get targeted. But no, they might go for, oh, this is going to separate or segment our troops. This is going to be painful. Or maybe not. I'm probably going to lose this one. This one is all over the place. I just don't like the spawns here. They took out our big tower. Left us pretty naked on that end. But Druid does make a good tank, so yeah, let's just make it more risky. More risky, I say. Yeah, that spawn sucks. And they're probably targeting Druid. And we're not really revited up. They are targeting Druid. But Druid is like, ha, whatever. Whatevs, as my sister would say. I've seen my sister recently, that's why I'm doing that little crazy thing of hers. E4, this is a fine spawn. If Engineer targets Griffins. Engineer, target, Griffin. There you go, yes! Whew. That was, you guys see that Engineer actually finally did what we asked him to do? It's like the first time ever, I believe. And we're all fully revited up, so we have a chance here. Not a good chance, but we have a chance, which is crazy to even think that we could beat 3 for 3 E. It's insanity. Here's one revite, or not revite, one stack of Celebrate. Second stack of Celebrate. Third, we don't even need a third. Look at that. This is gonna be sweet. That is crazy. We're 3 for 3 on E. So, do you guys think we're farming E? 3 for 3? It's not truly farming E, but heck, I'll say we're farming E. I think What do you guys think? Can we say we're farming E at this point? We're 3 for 3. At what point can you say you're farming E? I think when we get, once we get to 5 kills, I can say we're farming it, as long as that 5 kills still keeps us above the 88% mark, right? So we can only get 1 loss. But I think we're so close to farming that we're gonna pretty much be farming E very soon. So that's crazy. That's I think we're doing fairly good. How's the XP coming? Gonna be okay. We're gonna level on some of these shortly. Oh, it's so tempting to try to attack things, but we're gotta get our bombs out. We gotta get everything set up for the next wave, and then we can do an arena, and then we can see where we're at. I think we're doing pretty good today. Heck, 3 for 3 on E. I thought I was gonna do much worse. So, yeah, I was proven horribly wrong, or really good that I was horribly wrong, because you know, it's a good thing to be wrong. Apparently, I didn't see that coming. I should have more faith. I'm pleasantly surprised, actually. So, here you go. I'm not going to beat this one. That guy has quite a bit of a buff over me, and he has a succubus, and he has ninja, and it's a straight up DPS team. I'm going to get destroyed. Only non-DPS is Druid, but Druid does a good chunk of DPS and buffs everyone up, so I'm going to get horribly destroyed. Look at that. I'm not going to get much of an attack on them. That's fine, that's fine. How are we coming on our little guys? Two more. That is, what is it, 3 for 3 something, 4 4, I don't know where we're at or something. I can't believe where we're at. I'm just got the place that gives a bonus 15 extra shards, minus the shards that we got from losing F. Yeah, we're doing okay. It balances out quite nicely, and the additional amount of EXP that we got from doing E over D, it's crazy. We're in the plus, I believe. I'll calculate it later. Don't feel like being all nerdy right now, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're in the plus overall. If some people want me to stay farming C and not pushing to D and then not pushing to E. I push ahead because the EXP bonus that you get from getting those victories, it's a risk, and it's a calculated risk. On D, I took a risk quite a few times, and I was losing quite a bit of times, which is uncommon. Usually in the past, when I would take those risks, it'd pay off. That time it didn't pay off as much, but taking the risks here in E has paid off quite well. So yeah, it's taking a risk always. So, but let's get to it and get to them killing. I'm talking too much. So this is an okay first spawn because our little guys are going to attack them. So our little troops are going to come in there and do a little bit of damage, a smidge of damage, not like a ton of damage. They're going to do just a little bit, but a little bit. Oh, it blew up. One of them was exploding. I hate the exploding kind. So that actually, okay, did we lose something there? Are we okay? We took Took a lot of damage, but we're okay. And we should get some stacks here, Pumpkin Duke. So Pumpkin Duke should go off right away. There you go. So the first stack, second stack, hopefully. There you go. Keep our tower, please. Yes, okay, we still have the tower. It's really close, though. It's way too close for my comfort. Ooh, horrible spawn. We're going to get... Atlantic Core needs to go out there. We need a tank up front. Need a tank, not Pumpkin Duke. Need a tank, not Pumpkin Duke. Okay, okay, don't die, don't die. Okay, okay, okay. Don't die, don't die. Okay, okay. That's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Do we... Okay, we still have everyone, but the whole side... Ooh, that looks horrible. I think they're attacking Pumpkin Duke, and they're going to attack... Ooh, we only got one stack. We only got one stack. We only got one stack. Okay. Atlantic Core went off, but they still have their stupid Dino up, and Dino is very deadly. Dino is extremely deadly. See that? Dino just tore us a new one. Now, we're counting on these two. And I think they can do it, because Druid can out-heal a troop. And... Yep, we did it. So, 4-4. So we could lose a next one of E and still say we're pretty much farming E. So, what do you guys think? We're farming E. Is that a good accomplishment for today? I'm happy with that. E sounds good to me. That's some good EXP. We're going to soon be able to level up Pumpkin Duke again. It's going to take a bit to get Druid up. We're going to be getting these guys up to 100 fairly quickly now that we're doing E. F is going to be a little bit difficult because those are legend heroes you're going against. So, we're going to have to think about that one and what we can do, but we're on the right path. We are on the right path. Okay, so looking good. What do you guys think? Farming E? Not farming E? Of course, it's going to be spoilers for whoever reads this. You know, we got that first one where we're like, yeah, what do you guys think? We're going to be E or we're going to die horribly? And then at the end, you're going to say, farming it. Ta-da. Spoilers. I know, so... if you made it this far, try not to spoil it. But, yeah, craziness, I guess. We can do E, we can farm E. So, yeah. Farm E, I guess. But now we need gold. Ugh. Sucky. We only got 2 heroes. 2 heroes that are fairly decent for farming gold. We need to get just a little bit, right? Just a whole Nozzleberry ton. Actually, just 150, so we can get that fairly quickly with just Druid and just Engineer. So we gotta be very picky on our kills. We can't just go in guns blazing. We gotta be a little bit more selective. Alright, that's gonna be a lot of damage for those 2, but we do have the level cap advantage on them. Yeah. Oh, this one looks like they segmented them out. So with that segment, it looks like all their heroes and all their damage are down there, and all their stuff is up here. So, hey, this is free gold, free mana. Take it when you can get it, right? So we're doing good. I'm very pleasantly surprised with today's results. I didn't expect that we were going to be farming E. I didn't have that kind of confidence because we were having some difficulties with D just like a week ago. I mean, well, we're at E. That means we're going to be in range of F shortly. So, guess when we're going to complete F, I guess. I'm thinking F is going to be around 5,000 might, 5,200. I think is when we're going to be hitting F, starting to farm F. That's my guess. But we're farming E, so I'm happy with that. Got 50%, we can back out. Just a little bit more, and we can get that. Also, we have enough mana to get a gold vault up. But do we really care? It's going to be a bit of time before we get to that. So, I really don't like the spawn times of our heroes. I really want to reduce that a little. So we should probably get that up. But, of course, it would be nice to get some more mana to be able to get our hero bases up. So many wants, so many wants. So little time, right? Just a little bit more and we'll be done. We'll call it quits shortly. We'll call it quits. I can't believe we did so well though. I'm really surprised with how well we did today. I wasn't expecting that, or I really didn't see that coming. I'm usually pretty good at guessing when I could be doing something, but I was feeling like we were doing so horribly on D that it was going to take a bit more to do the transition to E, but I was wrong, and I'm okay with saying that. So 4 for 4 on E. Next week we'll try and see how many more victories we can get on E. If we get all of the 6 next victories, we're going to be at 100 on all of our heroes very shortly. That's just crazy. That's gonna be insanity. It's gonna be interesting. I wonder if his cone effect will reach out to them. Ooh, I got 3 of them. Yeah, I gotta stop. Oh, that was a smidge way. Okay, so we can get that. Or we could farm a little bit more. Nah. Don't really like farming, but if we did, what could we do? 12, 10. I don't like the spawn times. We need to make it so it doesn't take so long for them to respawn. Makes it much fun. So we're gonna have to get this up quite a bit. Yeah. We'll do it. Okay, so hopefully this was a fun episode for you guys, and hopefully you guys like our progression. Soon we'll be at F, then G. I think once all our heroes are at level 100 cap, we should be at the G range. That's usually what I could do it at the last time that I've tried it. F, I'm thinking we should have it when they're all 90-ish. G, when they're 100. That's what I've had it with other accounts, but that's with different heroes, so each hero could potentially make it worse or better. So we gotta see. We're still sort of being held back by Atlantic Core and Engineer at this point. Other 3 were doing just fine. Those guys are pulling their weights. These guys are sometimes pulling their weights, sometimes not. They're very situational. So, we'll see what we can do. Well, have a good ones. Have a good ones. See you next time.